Imagine if somebody tells you that you cannot marry simply because of your personal choice. It's a distressing thought, isn't it? But did you know that the right to life and personal liberty is a fundamental right under the Indian Constitution in Article 21? It says that no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to a procedure established by law. Although the right to marry is not explicitly mentioned in the Indian Constitution, but it is implied under various articles including Article 15, 19 and 21. Article 21 guarantees every citizen the right to choice and a dignified life, which encompasses the freedom to choose a life partner. All acts and laws related to marriage are based on Article 21, along with other relevant laws. However, the denial of this fundamental right extends beyond the issue of personal choice. It affects a large section of our society who identify as LGBTQ, who are denied many rights and benefits related to marriage. The right to marry goes beyond choosing a life partner. It encompasses the ability to adopt a child with your partner, live as a family, access to property rights, documentation during medical emergencies, social recognition, and social security schemes. These are all denied to the LGBTQ community. However, establishing the right to marry for the LGBTQ community is not an easy process. Recognizing this as their right impacts many existing procedures, and this involves addressing various legal complexities and hurdles. It involves amending many laws, including the Hindu Marriage Act, the Hindu Succession Act for property-related laws, the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, and even laws related to banking, insurance, social security schemes, along with documentation related to passports and Aadhaar cards are all part of the process. This seems to be a big task. However, do these procedural complexities justify denying the right to marry for the LGBTQ community? There are historical examples where provisions related to procedures were made to ensure every citizen's right is protected. Let's look at how the right to vote was given to all Indian citizens. Our first general elections happened between October 1951 and February 1952. Unlike other democracies, all citizens of our country were given the right to vote, irrespective of any procedural hurdles, without any discrimination on the basis of religion, any gender, race, caste, or the place of birth. Imagine that a right was established knowing fully well that each person who falls under the category of a voter is able to vote. This means procedures had to be set for citizens to be able to cast their vote, even those who had no idea about voting, those living in the remote areas, and those who were illiterate. All this was done because having that right to vote was more important than addressing procedural problems. The right to vote was established in the very beginning, but we are still working to ensure that procedures are such that everyone's right is secured. For example, just last year, provisions were made for homeless persons' right to vote. Provisions are made such that the right to vote is extended to every eligible citizen because it is the fundamental aspect of democracy and ensures that all individuals have a voice in shaping the governance of the country. Addressing the right is the first step, next being amendments in procedures to address complexities. Imagine if you are unable to vote because of a procedural hurdle. Won't it hurt if you are told that because of systemic difficulties you cannot access your right? We want you to answer this for yourself. Just because the procedure is complex, would you accept the violation of your fundamental right?